Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video on rituals and remedies that you can do for Maha-shivratri. Okay. So Maha-shivratri, it translates into the great night of Shiva, and this is a very powerful time, very auspicious time to to invoke the benevolence of Shiva. Okay. And the Shiva Tattva is present in everything and everyone. Okay. But then what we must understand that Shiva is not a person. Okay. The personality that you see in temples as well as in in calendar art and other places is actually a depiction of Shankarnath, who is regarded as the first yogi. Okay. Sadhguru calls Shankarnath as the Adi Yogi. Okay, but it is actually, a person who goes by the name of Shankarnath. All right. So, Shiva is that principle, which is the, summation of the entire creation and pervades the entire universe. Okay. And this Shiva Tattva is the quintessence of life, and it is present deep within every living being. Okay. So on Maha-shivratri, it's actually a celebration of the Shiva Tattva by going deep within us, by meditating and rejoicing in the Shiva energy. And, Maha-shivratri is, as I said, it's a very auspicious day or very auspicious time to rejuvenate your mental health as well as, to attain siddhis if you are a sadhak. Okay. I've written on my Facebook page that, I've written about Vayodosha and what happens when Vayodosha is present. Okay. So Vayodosha is when the Vata element or the air element goes out of balance. That means it either flows very strongly or it flows very slowly, and both of them are a problem. Okay. So if the Vayu flows very strongly within the body, you end up, getting problems with the internal organs as they dry up. When they start drying up, the cells start dying, the cells start getting recycled. And at one point of time, the body, the organs will take the body along with them for the purpose of recycling, which we call it as death. Okay. And if the Vayu flows too slowly, then also the internal organs, they become wet and they become susceptible to infections and various other kinds of diseases. All right. Now Saturn and Rahu are Vayu Tattva planets, and these are the planets that are responsible for Vayu dosha. Okay. And by the virtue of Vayu dosha, they cause disorder, chaos, restlessness, and the death of the cells by the virtue of recycling. Okay. And in the daily panchang, the nakshatra component, it represents the Vayu Tattva. And that is the reason why the moon's transit through the 27 nakshatras have a direct impact on our state of mind and emotions. Okay, that is the reason you see so many people losing their shit on Purnima and so on. Okay, so Saturn and Rahu, they have this power to bring unrest to our prana or life force energy. And, that is the reason people recommend breathing techniques like pranayam, to as effective remedies to combat the effects of Saturn and Rahu. Okay. Now, Lord Shiva represents the deity of the universal life force, and he is also regarded as the ruler of the Vayu Tattva and Vata dosha. Okay, and only Shiva has the power to harmonize the malefic effects of Saturn and Rahu. Okay, so this year, Shivaratri in 2023, it falls on the 18th of February, and there are 4 prahars. Okay, the first prahar is from 6:13 p.m. to 9:24 p.m. The second prahar is from 9:24 p.m. to 12:35 a.m. That means it'll be on February 19th, according to the English way of calculating time. The third prahar, which is the you know, it is known as the it is known as the third Ratri Prahar. It is from 12:35 a.m. to 6 to 3:46 a.m. Again, this is on the 19th of February, and the fourth Prahar is from 3:46 a.m. to 6:56 a.m. So this is again in February 19. Okay, so the sun is in Aquarius, right? And it is said that when the Samudra Manthan took place, and when Lord Shiva drank the halahal, or the poison that came out from under the ocean, then also the sun was in Aquarius. Okay, and people, they fast, during the entire day and night of Shivaratri, and this is one of the most spiritual fasts that you can observe. Okay, and it is also believed that by doing mantra chanting on the night of Shivaratri, you can gain siddhis. Okay, but then don't be confused by those who tell you that you do this mantra for one night and you will gain siddhis. Nothing like that can happen. Nothing like that will happen. Okay, you have to keep on chanting this a particular mantra, and then hope to attain siddhi by doing it continuously the entire night of Shivaratri. Okay. And it is also said that when Lord Shiva drank the poison, Goddess Parvati prayed for his protection, and on that day, one of the Saptarishis, Maharishi Atri, he placed the moon on Lord Shiva to cool him down. Okay, so fasting on Shivaratri is the ultimate purification ritual that you can do to get rid of, Vata dosha or Vayu dosha, and it is also regarded as the time when Lord Shiva tries to burn your karmic burden. Okay, so it is believed that Lord Shiva will drink the poison we have accumulated from many lifetimes if you are able to fast on this day. Okay, and usually if you are fasting on the daytime, then you can fast for marriage, you can fast for prosperity, wealth and everything material. Okay, and if you are fasting on night time, then it is great for purification as well as relief from karmic debts. Okay, so you can also, as a part of the mantra chanting, you can chant the Shiva Panchakshara mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, if you are initiated into it. All right, don't do a mantra without initiation, it's not going to work, right? And if you can, then listen to the Sri Rudram. Don't try to chant it, just listen to it. Or if there is a Rudra Abhishekam that is going on at a temple near you, or maybe if there is a Rudra Homa going on, you can participate by contributing some amount of money for that. Okay, now there are various things that you can offer to Shiva on the Shiva Linga as a part of Maha-shivratri. Okay, and the tantric principle is, whatever you offer to Shiva, it comes back to you by being amplified 3 times. Okay, so whatever you offer, it comes back to you. So that is the reason people offer milk, because then milk represents peace. All right, so if you offer milk, then peace comes back to you 3-fold times, and so on. Okay, so I'll be making I've made a list of offerings that you can make to Lord Shiva on the Shiva Linga during Shivaratri, and the offerings can be made either in the morning or at night. But if you do it, then it's really good, because you'll be getting the return, on you'll be getting 3 times return on whatever you have offered. Okay, so the simplest offering that you can make is that of water, and this this leads to purity of thoughts. Okay, if you're offering scented oil, it leads to spiritual growth. Okay, if you want to become free from debts, then you must offer rice powder. If you want wellness and healing, then you must offer turmeric powder. Okay, but ensure that the turmeric is organic. Okay, don't offer synthetic turmeric, it's not going to work. If you want to be blessed with a long life, okay, then you must offer panchamrit. Okay, panchamrit. You can also offer panchamrit if you want wealth. Okay, if you are suffering from money problems, then also you can offer Panchamrit. Okay. And how to make Panchamrit? It's a combination of 5 ingredients: milk, curd, ghee, honey, and sugar. Okay. So there is no restriction on the amount that you need to put for making Panchamrit. Okay. The 5 ingredients, I'm again repeating: milk, curd, ghee, honey, and sugar. Curd means dahi. Okay. Then if you offer banana, okay, if you offer banana to a shivling, that is done to ensure the welfare of your family in terms of happiness, health, and wealth, overall welfare. If you're fighting a court case, or if you want victory in a litigation or something like that, you must offer orange juice, and that represents victory in all your battles, in all your fights. Okay. So if you have a bad 6th house, or if you are going through a lot of 6th house problems, then also you can offer orange juice to Shiva on Shivratri. Okay, that will signify victory over your enemies. Offering orange juice on a Shiva linga during Shivratri, it actually is like bringing Mars to the 6th house to deal with your enemies. Okay. If you're offering mango juice, then you are, you will be blessed with destruction of long ailments. That means if you are suffering from a chronic health issue that you want to resolve, or if you want to, if you are suffering from a health issue that you're not being able to find relief from, then you must offer mango juice to the Shivalinga on Shivaratri. Okay. So if you are struggling to bear a child, okay, if you are struggling from fertility issues, and if you're struggling from prosperity issues, then you must offer pomegranate juice. Okay. That is known as dadim or dalim, from pomegranate juice. Okay. And then if you want, if you want peace, if you want happiness, then you offer milk. This is very common. If you are suffering from vitality problems, if you feel drained out of energy throughout the day, if you remain out of energy, if you want more vitality, and if you want blessings for your children, you can offer yogurt. Okay. And then for wealth or money, you can offer honey. Okay. Offering honey on a shivling will also lead to a good voice. Okay. If you're a singer, if you're having a career as a singer, then you can offer honey to a shivling. Okay. And your voice will be recognized and heard by many people around you. Okay. Honey will also give you physical vigor and vitality if offered to a shivling. Okay. For destruction of sorrow, you can offer sugarcane juice. If you or your loved ones are suffering from depression, offering sugarcane juice on a shivaling during Shivaratri is one of the best remedies you can do. Okay. For prosperity in general, you must offer coconut water. Okay. If you are suffering from emotional imbalance, or if you find it difficult to manage your emotions, then you can offer rose water. Okay. And then, if you want the blessings of Goddess Lakshmi, now Lakshmi does not mean wealth, it means abundance. Okay. So if you want abundance in all spheres of your life, in happiness, health, and wealth, and you also want the prosperity of your children as well as grandchildren, you must offer chandan on the shivling. Okay. On the day of Maha-shivratri. Okay. If you want to burn down your karmas, if you think you have a lot of bad karmas which you want to burn down, then you must offer vibhuti or sacred ash on the Shivalinga. Okay. If you want to, get rid of a particular illness, or if you want sweetness in your life, if you want your relationships to become sweet, if you want your relationships to give you pleasure, in that case, you must offer ghee, okay, on the Shivling. And then there are some people who are very afraid of death, okay, or there are people who get a lot of bad dreams. In that case, the offering that you must make is that of lemon juice. Okay. And then if there is some kind of enmity that you want to resolve, between your friends or with your family members, or in your office or in a network circle, then you must offer sugar. Okay. And, Bel Patra or Bilva Patra or Bilva leaves, you can offer 3 Bilva leaves to Shiva for overall prosperity. Okay, so Bilva leaves, offering Bilva leaves, it implies surrendering of the 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Okay. So These are the various offerings that you can make, and be very careful regarding one thing when you go and offer something, or when you go to pour something or offer something on the Shivalinga. Take care not to touch the Shivalinga with your hands, okay? Because only Parvati has the right to touch Shiva. No one else can do it, okay? Whether you're a male or a female, it does not matter. Whatever you're offering, just pour it from above, okay? From a distance. Don't touch the Shivalinga under any circumstances, okay? This not touching the Shivalinga is strictly followed in the south, but in the east, as well as in other parts of India, people, they just go and make merry with the Shivalinga, touching it as if it's some doll to play with. It's a very wrong thing to do, okay? Don't do it, otherwise it's going to be really, really bad for you in the long run, okay? So this is something that you must do. Now some people will come and tell me, oh my god, we are devotees of Shiva, so we can touch Shiva, we can touch the Shivalinga and nothing will happen. No, it does not work that way. You may be a devotee of Agni Devata, but just go and try hug just go near the fire and just try to hug the fire. Just try to hug Agni and see what will happen to you, okay? So Shiva, his entire body is Agni, okay? The Shivalinga is the Agni Tattva, okay? Although Shiva rules the Vayu Tattva, Shivalinga is the Agni Tattva, okay? The Vayu Tattva of Shiva, it keeps the Agni burning. So never ever touch the Shivalinga, okay? Take it as a lesson, or take it as a secret from our tradition, that you should never touch the Shivalinga while worshipping it, okay? So that's it from me in this video regarding Maha-shivratri 2023. Watch it, share with your friends if you found it useful, and please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any doubts, if you want a consultation, please reach out at the given number, right? Thank you so much. I'll see you again in yet another video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namaha.